Hi everyone, and welcome to the first episode of what I hope, anyway, is going to be a somewhat regular vlog that I'm going to be trying to do now that I have officially packed up and moved my entire life 5,000 miles away to Lanai, Hawaii. So currently I'm sitting in my hotel room, I guess, also known as where I'm going to be living for the next 3-ish months until the resort finds me somewhere to live in town. So if you didn't know, I recently got a job with Four Seasons Lanai out here in Hawaii, which is why I moved. I've been at Fenway Park for the past 5 years, and while I was very sad to be leaving everybody and everything there, I'm really excited for this new opportunity here in Lanai. So I figured that I would just kind of start this vlog to keep people sort of updated about what I'm going to be up to. Obviously because there's a huge geographical change now for me, as well as a 5-hour time difference. So it has been a little tricky to kind of get in touch with folks back home, because when y'all have time to talk to me, I'm at work because I am 5 hours behind. So I thought I would kind of just start this vlog with some of the footage that I took before I left Boston last week, and some of that was from when I went to Western Mass for a few days to move most of my stuff that I wasn't going to need here in Hawaii to my parents' house for storage, and then as well, like some footage as well as what we did the last day or so that I was around Boston. So let's take a look at that. Buddy.
Hey, buddy. Buddy sat in the prison van?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I said earlier, it's now been a week since I arrived here in Lanai, and I had originally anticipated filming some of my packing process, just to kind of document what it is literally like to try and fit your life into 2.5 suitcases and a small backpack. But just packing became a little stressful, so I chose to not film most of that, just to bring my own stress levels down. But I am maybe going to be transferring where I'm staying. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. So if that does happen, and if anyone is interested in kind of seeing footage of what I brought with me, I will film that process if we do end up making that switch. So let's talk about getting here. So last Tuesday, I flew out of Boston and I took a direct flight that was 11 hours long from Boston to Honolulu. And then I had a few hour layover at the airport there. And then I took a small puddle jumper plane over here to Lanai. And it was a very long day for me. I got up at 5 a.m. East Coast time to kind of do some last minute packing and get myself together and get to the airport with enough time to get through TSA and everything. And I knew that I was going to take a little while because I had a nightmare of a carry-on suitcase because it was literally just chocked full of electronics, because it was everything that I didn't feel comfortable putting into a suitcase that was going to go into the cargo hold of the plane. So it was all of my filming equipment, all of my laptops, every charger for everything that I needed was all in one suitcase, and it all, of course, had to be taken out and put in individual bins. That was fun. TSA had a good laugh at my expense, but they also were very kind and understanding when I explained that I was literally moving to the opposite end of the country. So I landed here in Lanai, local time about 9 p.m., which was internally about 2 a.m. for me. So very long day. Also, I didn't sleep much the night before because that great anxiety feeling about being worried that you're going to oversleep and miss your early flight. Yeah, that was happening. So my first day here, full day here in Lanai, I luckily did not have to go to work immediately, so I was able to kind of just take a day to try and get my body to adjust to the time difference and also the temperature difference. For February right now, it is between about 70 and 75 every day. Mostly sunny. Today is a little overcast. It's also very windy right now, so I apologize if you can hear that in the background because I'm currently up in the mountain part of the island, which is usually about 15 degrees cooler than down at the beach where I work. So anyway, I have some footage of kind of the first day that I was here that I'll pop in and we can take a look at now. Alright, y'all, like, you're coming on this tour with me right now because Alex just left and I'm still processing what this room is. So I'm standing at the door, have like coffee and mini fridge down here. What are these? What are these? I don't know. And I have like a closet in here to store stuff. I have this deer. I like this deer. Look at this bed. Look at this giant ass TV. What the hell? And then like I have my own like breakfast nook and seating area, and they gave me fruit and like a nice little like welcome card, and there's a balcony. I don't know if I can open it. Can I open it? What the hell? Alright, like like freakishly quiet here too, so I feel like I'm being like loud even right now. And this is the closet. I'm in the closet. All this space again. What? This is the bathroom. Also, like, check out like how my status just got off 2 planes. It's fine. What the fuck? I'm gonna like lose it. Oh, I don't like that. Oh no. Oh, that's my toilet for like 3 months. Okay. Alright, well, anyway, that's a tour. I've now been up for, I don't know what time it is. It's 9 o'clock. I've been up since 5. So, well, it's 9 o'clock, which really means it's 2 a.m. So I've been up for very close to 24 hours because also I just straight up didn't sleep last night. I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna go to bed, but this is where I'm living for like 3 months. So it's day 1. Also, sorry if like y'all can hear the wind because it's a little breezy up here, but I just walked around kind of like downtown for a little bit, and I went to the grocery store and got some food, and now I'm walking a mile uphill with a half-gallon of soy milk in my backpack because that's a choice that I made. But sweating. It's definitely humid, but it's like 70, 71 right now, so like it's actually like really nice to just kind of be outside. Yeah, it's a pretty quick walk, honestly. It's about a mile down from where I'm staying currently down to downtown. But yeah, it's been a good day 1 so far. So then on Thursday, the second full day I was here, I did start work. And so, like I said earlier, I am working at the Four Seasons Resort, and there are technically two locations for this on the island. There is Four Seasons Lanai, which is down on the bluffs. It's right by the ocean, and that is kind of the main resort on the island. And then there's also Four Seasons Kauai, which is where I am currently being housed. And that is more of kind of the wellness and health kind of retreat part of the island. And that is up here, like I said, up in the mountains. And it's about a 15 to 20 minute drive between the 2 locations. So it's not bad, but they are kind of 2 almost separate entities. So I'm up here in staff housing at Kauai. There's a good number of us here living on property. And that was one of kind of the big draws for me to accept this position with Four Seasons, was the fact that they were going to put me up here at the resort at no cost to me until they can find me housing in town. So I could be here for a few weeks. I could be here for a few months. We don't know. In the meantime, I don't mind because I'm not paying rent. So not all bad. So even though I am staying up here at Kauai, I work down at the beach at Lanai, and I am one of the managers for what we call Malibu Farm and Pool Experience. And that is, Malibu Farm is one of the restaurants that is on location. There are 3 and then kind of like a coffee shop in total. So there is 140, which is open for breakfast and dinner, Malibu Farm, which is open for lunch, and then Nobu, which is open for dinner. And then the break is open periodically throughout the day, and that is, again, like I said, kind of more coffee, loungy, relax, have a snack area. So I'm responsible for the Malibu Farm restaurant, as well as all of the seating out by the pool on the pool loungers. And we run the same menu from both locations. So the restaurant is open air. Our roof is a bunch of umbrellas that we put up every morning, mostly to keep the sun off of the guests because it does get very, very hot in the direct sunlight. So umbrellas are a big thing here. So we have about 15 tables at the restaurant plus a bar, which can accommodate maybe between like 12 and 15 people comfortably, I would say. And then we also service a bunch of additional seating around the pool, and our kitchen also does the food for all of the beach orders, which I believe have the same, if not similar, if not the same menu that we have up at Malibu. So my day typically starts around 9 a.m. and I get in and just kind of do my thing, get us all set up, and then we open for service at 11, and our kitchen runs between 11 and 5. And then our bar remains open for an additional hour. We do a happy hour between 5 and 6, and guests can still order drinks at the pool during that time, but no more food. Maybe once a week or so, we also do offer sort of like a private event called Dining Under the Stars, where people can book sort of a private dinner experience. It is outside that we set up in one of our sanctuary areas, and it is a 5-course plated meal that we bring down to them, and they just get to kind of sit in their private area. They have a beautiful view of Manele Bay, Sweetheart Rock, and that we start usually around 6 p.m., which is about a half an hour before sunset here, and it can run until 10 p.m. Usually is kind of when guests finish up with dessert, and they have that space really until they feel like they want to leave. So we'll do that like maybe once a week and a half or so. It just depends on when the event is booked. And then I also have a little bit of footage that I took at work. I don't really like to be on my phone at work, so I don't have a ton of it, but we can take a look at that right now. So anyway, I guess that is where we're gonna wrap this first vlog. When I have something more exciting that I'm up to, I'm gonna be sure to vlog it. I have a day off again tomorrow, and I am leaving in a few minutes actually to go down into town and go look at a car that I might be buying off of somebody here. So hopefully then I have a car and I can kind of be a little bit more mobile around the island, because Kauai is kind of up here a little isolated from everything. So once I get a car, I can do more fun things like go to the beach or go to the cat sanctuary. So whenever I get up to stuff, I'm gonna be sure to film it and bring you guys along with me, and hopefully this vlog becomes a thing. So thanks for watching, and see y'all next time.